Welcome everyone to another vehicle review. Today we will talk about T-55, the Eastern Menace. My name is Wolfer, aka Dima. Now, I can speak about T-55 fucking history all day long, really. I can make a video of 24 hours, and that's without T-55 history in the Israeli army. Yes, who didn't know Israel had quite a lot of T-55 and T-62s because when Russia helped all the Arabs try to kill Israel and Israel kicked their butts, they left a lot of T-55s and T-62s and just ran away. Um, they didn't thought about driving back. They just ran away. Anyway, as a one of the uses of the T-55 even today, the modern age, I was driving it as IFV. Israel adopted it to um, get Marines that operate in Gaza from point A to point B more securely because if I'm not mistaken, it was in 2000. No, in the 90s. In the 90s, there was in Philadelphia. There was two squads of Givati's what the name? The explosive unit. Uh, they had one RPG went into the old M103 that is being used by the fucking army, unfortunately, and it was full of explosive. They had like 105 of kilos of TNT there, and after the nation saw that, you know, fucking soldiers on their knees, hundreds of soldiers on their knees, scurrying a radius of like 5 kilometers to try and find not they there wasn't even fucking small pieces. Like they couldn't find shit. They didn't find even like the metal bars for, the dog tags. You put one on your neck and two in your legs. They couldn't even find those. They had to identify the soldiers that died via DNA samples on blood splatter and shit like that. Anyway, so T-55A. Let's actually now, after 3 minutes of history time of Dima, let's talk about the T-55A. Why T-55A and not why T-55 regular? Well, the T-55A brings a couple of new features. In the features of itself, the technology after the nuclear era, Russia saw a need to make a tank that will be protective from nuclear explosion. Well, the crew will be protected from nuclear explosion, and so they adapted a somewhat interior upgrade of ceramical. What the fuck? I have no idea, but it's supposed to protect of gamma. I don't know if it will add the armor to the tank. Supposedly, depends on how thick it is. For example, the T-64 adapted a thin and line of ceramical in between its plate sheets, and thus making it armor far superior to heat. And actually, the T-64 was one of the first Russian tanks that will be able to stop heat rounds. Now, quick history. Iranian, I think it was Iranian officer stole a T-60A1 right away, like a new T-60A1, and drove it from Iran to Russia and gave it over. After the Russians quickly, synchronized the tank and looked it up and evaluated the T-60A1, they saw that their T-55 can penetrate the 60A1, or at least in some locations. so they had to quickly upgrade to the T-62 with 115 millimeter smooth bore. The T-55 has a lot of upgrades. We're not gonna talk about them. Really, if you want, leave a comment. There's so much, really so much. Anyway, the main upgrade that will be revolutionary if they gonna add it in this update, the T-55A, the T-55, T-60, and the extra T-62s above and beyond had an auto loader. What it means is basically there was no need of a loader to physically pick up a shell and put it in the whatever it's called, the location of where it shoots from. There was there was an actual system around the turret. There was like a circle, and there was a system like it was like a magazine, basically, like in a gun. Yeah, you have a magazine here, and when you charge it, it takes a bullet and puts it in the bore. So basically, same thing. The rounds were all over around the turret. There was a system, and it will basically take the round and put it in. Basically, what it made is that if your loader is damaged, the loading speed doesn't change because it's an auto loader. It's a click. It's a button click. And also, if I don't know if they will add it fully separately or maybe later, but that's something that I'm looking forward and to see how it actually happens. The original T-55's A did not had a machine gun on top. Why? Because Russia saw no need for anti-aircraft machine guns. It wasn't working. They realized the super jets or the modern jets at the time were just not being able to be shot down by a simple anti-aircraft machine gun. So yeah. Oh, the T-55A comes with a stabilizer and a couple of other goodies. The engine is the same engine. I don't know if it has a new munition. Yeah, Bob's 3BM, which is an if I'm not mistaken, it's the missile. And APDS FS and the Heat FS. And that's all. That's fucking all. Now T-55 really has so many variables and variants that we can talk about, and we can just go into it all day long. I really can talk about it all day long. Now the armor from the quick look did not change. Torrent armor is still 200, 120 on the Glacier. Roof is 30. Yeah, so everything is the same. With hydraulics arms, I don't think it's foam moves up and down. Same 581 HP of the T-55. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you want to see more, leave a comment. If you want to see a specific tank, leave a comment. I will also put in, of course, T-55 gameplay, so the second it will come out. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day.